Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today is day 2 of my princess cruise up the California coast, and I made a mistake. I did not film an intro, so you're getting editing Jen today. But yeah, we're gonna go into kind of what I did on my first sea day on board. We're probably gonna go into day 3 too, because there wasn't much going on, as you'll see. But yeah, enjoy day 2 and 3 on the Discovery Princess. It is early, but I ordered room service because I am not leaving right now. But I ordered it around 10 minutes ago and it got here. So, really fast. I was not expecting it to be that fast. But I got a vanilla bean iced coffee, some tea, and this is a little breakfast muffin sandwich. So we're gonna check it all out. Good morning, everybody. We're awake now. It was hard getting up this morning. But breakfast was actually pretty decent for room service. I had seen another vlog, Cherie by the Sea. She was just on board and she ordered basically the same breakfast that I did and didn't have one as good as I did. So I'm glad I was like, I want to try and see if it's the same, because she was on here a few months ago, it looks like. But yeah, it was pretty decent. I had no complaints. My tea was very good. So if you're on board and looking for tea in the morning, I got the Bright-Eyed. It was fantastic. And I'm working through my coffee here. But I decided to move my workout class to this afternoon. I was going to go do that this morning, but I woke up at like 6:45 and there was no way I was going to be ready in time for that. So I'm going to go wander the ship a little bit before I go to the spa and then do my massage, hang out in the sauna and the jacuzzi a little bit, and then grab some lunch. And what else do we have on the schedule for the day? Yes, so there's, some different game shows that are happening in the piazza. And then like around lunchtime, so I might go to Gigi's and get some pizza and watch that. And then there's 90s sitcom trivia at 12:15 that I am gonna plan to go to. And then after that, I'll probably head back to the room and shower and do all of that. We are doing tea at the Skagway dining room at 3 with my friends that I met yesterday. And then my stretching class, they're doing one at 4. So I'm gonna go run and do that at 4. And then I'll come back to the room and get ready for tonight's the first formal night. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I want to try the Stretch Lab class, but I think there's also one tomorrow. And I kind of want to see how I feel. After my massage and how my back's doing. So I may skip that today and do it later in the week because I don't think I'm going to get off in San Francisco. If I do, it'll be later in the day when the rain stops, hopefully. And I do want to go to the cocktail experience at 4:45. So yeah, lots of stuff going on today. So let's go see what we get into.
Sorry, you have a lot of energy. Good morning, everybody. Hola. Yes, we better welcome everybody to the piazza for the first group of employees now. Now get ready, we're going to start with the side side. Okay, starting to the left. Welcome.
All right, we just got back from the spa. I have some thoughts, but I was starving, so I ordered more room service and a drink because I have some stuff I want to go do and I need to shower, so I don't have time to go deal with the buffet insanity. It's raining today. Ooh, there we go. That's perfect. It's raining today, so it's very wet outside. It's actually not too cold, but it's definitely not like a pool day where people want to go out and like be on the Lido deck. So it's very cramped inside. The elevators, because it's a sea day and everyone's on the ship, are extremely slow and packed. And I've noticed people, especially the main middle, well, really it's just the main middle elevators. People don't really use like common courtesy in it. Like I yesterday waited 4 rounds of elevators going up to even be able to get on, because I was trying to let people that actually needed to go on. But then there was other people that just walked up and would take it that clearly could have waited. And the same thing's happening today. Other than that, it's been pretty okay. But yeah, you would think with the people that are like the demographic of people on this ship that less of an issue. So I guess we'll see if it's any better. Well, tomorrow will be better because everyone's going to be off in San Francisco. Probably not if it's raining. So we're going to have all kinds of fun tomorrow. But next I'm going to today's formal night. So I'm going to try and get halfway ready so that later I have the most time to be able to go out and do things. So I'm going to eat my lunch real quick. I just ordered a quick burger and a mimosa. And then I'm not going to make it to the trivia I wanted to go to. It was 90s sitcom trivia, which like is my generation, but like I'm okay missing it. So I'm just going to shower, eat real quick and freshen up. And then we're going to go to the art auction, mainly because they're giving away free champagne. And I've never been to an art auction, and I want to see how many people actually buy something. I have thoughts on the art collections and stuff that we'll get into later, but so we're gonna do that. We're gonna go to music trivia, and then we've got another solo meetup, and I think I'm gonna try and go to the cocktail class. So we'll see what I actually make it to, but yeah, I'm gonna go eat some of this food, but let's do a little review real quick. So we got a mimosa and a burger. I asked for no tomato. Condiments came on the side. So let's see. Fries are good. Captain was just making an announcement. I have no clue what they said. They don't pipe it into the rooms, so hopefully that wasn't important. I think it would have come on if I had the TV on, but I do not. And unfortunately, my bracelet just got in the mustard. Bad. The bun's a little soggy though, but not bad. Very greasy though. Okay, so let's chat about the spa. The massage was good. I had never had a massage before, but I can tell I'm gonna be sore tomorrow. And she even mentioned I probably will be, because my back was so tight. The one thing that's kind of frustrating is you pay all that money for the service. You pay all that money for the service, and then you're basically being sold to the whole time, which is annoying because first of all, the price changed after I booked it yesterday. It was only like a $20 difference, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But, and actually now that I think about it, so you get a form that you fill out with all these questions on it, and you can tell that they're trying to like pinpoint things that they can sell you. And one of the things was, do you want to upgrade to have this added on? And it was like a thermal package or whatever. Basically, they are supposed to wrap you in hot towels, do all this stuff to help with inflammation and all of that. I considered it while I was out there, but then I was like, I don't need hot towels. It's fine. So I didn't do it. She ended up just doing it and told me during it that she was going to do it, but didn't say it was an extra charge. So I think that got added in, and that's why the price changed. Yeah, so there was that. The receipts are really confusing because it says, you know, the price of the service you're getting, service charge, and then gratuity under that. And what you don't notice, I wish I would have taken a picture of it, but it's got her name under both of them. So, like, if you wanted to add an additional gratuity, you could, but it was very confusing the way it was laid out. Yeah, so it was fine. It just, you know, they're talking to you the whole time, so it's not relaxing. So if you're looking for something relaxing, I don't think I would do it again. But it's good to have done it once. They also tried to sell me on acupuncture like the minute I walked in, and I was like, I don't need acupuncture. Like, I've done it before. I don't need it again right now. If I was going to do that, I would do it at home where I can do it consistently. Those were my two things about the service itself. But other than that, she was very nice. I really liked her. The Enclave, which is the thermal suite, it was packed because it's a sea day, and it was around 11 o'clock by the time I got in there. So I didn't stay very long because it was kind of crowded. But I got into the jacuzzi for a bit. I'll try to get a video tomorrow when there's nobody in there, but the rainfall shower thing that's in the jacuzzi, and then there's also some jets that are kind of like a waterfall type thing. And people kept going under them and like putting their backs against them because they're pretty powerful. But they would put their backs against them and it would just spray everywhere, getting everybody wet. And I was like, that's so... Like, we're all in here to relax. Why? I understand you want the pressure on your back or whatever, but you're spraying everybody around you. Like, I set my towel down, set my water down, and some guy went and did it, and all of the water from the jacuzzi was getting into my drinking water, and I just was like, are you kidding me? It's just very interesting that the way people have acted today. Yeah, I think tomorrow's going to be much better because everyone's going to be off the ship. So I'm going to enjoy that while I can. Yeah, so I'm going to go get ready now. What a morning.
Much later.
All right, it has been an afternoon. And I just found the most magical thing. The fridge is preloaded with soda and water. So that makes me very happy. I think that's part of my elite status, but I really needed a soda. So, it is time to get ready for formal night, and we are going to the Skagway dining room for dinner. We have kind of a late dinner, which I'm kind of disappointed about because I may not get to go to Abonite or any of the other entertainment things. Typically, the dining room takes about 2 hours. We had 6 people at our table last night. We got there around 6, had to wait a little bit, and then we were done by around 8-ish. So it definitely takes some time. So just keep that in mind when you're planning out your cruises. I did also find there is another plug over here. So I'm not as upset about the plugs now. So while my curling iron is turning on, let's chat about the afternoon. So I went to the art auction. I didn't get any pictures because I felt weird taking pictures during an auction, but I only stayed for a little bit because they were giving away free champagne. So I went and grabbed a glass of that and watched the first couple pieces, bid on. They're pretty expensive. Like, if you're thinking you're gonna come on here and buy art, like, expect to drop a lot of money. The very first one they did was like $19,000. Nobody bought it. So yeah, it was a lot, but it was interesting to watch. And then I ended up going to the mixed bag music trivia, which is just all genres. I won. My prize was this non-woven bag. So all that hard work for a little tiny bag that I'm probably gonna throw away. It was a lot of fun. It was packed in there. I think because it's raining today and the weather's not that great, it was really busy. After that, I went to afternoon tea at the Skagway dining room. For that one, if you're planning on doing that, I definitely recommend getting there early. I got there right at 3 and the line was around the corner. So definitely make sure you get there early if you want to be in there right at 3, because they don't start letting you in until 3. We stood there for 45 minutes in line, got in right when they were ending seating, and we were the last people out. So definitely make sure you get there early if you're trying to do afternoon tea. So after all of that, I went to the Solo Sailor meetup, and most of the people at tea with me were also from the Solo Sailor meetup. We ended up not having anyone. We had one new person, and I only stayed for a little bit because I had to come back down here and get ready. But once again, they did not advertise it well. And no signs or anything, and no crew even showed up this time. So it was interesting how they handle that. I don't think there's very many solos on this one, and to give them some credit, I don't think Princess is a big solo cruiser line in general. But if you're like me and like trying all the lines, just something to keep in mind. It's really easy for me to make friends anywhere when I'm on a cruise. So that's just one thing that's like disappointing. There's also, it's hard at some of the bars to get a seat. So I'm curious how, I think that's mainly for today because of the weather, because it's been so cold and rainy outside. So people aren't on the Lido or anything like that. So I'm curious how that will change as the weather gets better when we get to San Diego. So I may be taking this back in a couple days, but as of right now, it's hard to find a seat at a lot of the bars, and not all of the bars are open all day. So you have to keep that in mind too.
So let's do a nice countdown and we'll kick things off. We will give you the photo opportunity as well. If you'd like to form a line just over on that side here on deck number 5, just next to the band. Here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.